Hey everybody, it's Captain Morgan.
The realest JB here.
And welcome to another episode of
Co-op Reviews!
So Paul Rudd.
And, who is it? Michelle Pfeiffer? Lawrence
No.
Fishburne?
Yeah, sure. It's definitely one of those people. Probably. So, the movie.
Yeah. It's kind of,
movie.
yeah, it's about half of Lawrence Fishburne.
About half of Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
So what did you think about the movie overall?
Well, the movie Antman and Wasp was, I don't know, this honestly felt kind of hollow to me.
I think there was problems with pacing, and a lot of the jokes fell flat.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the jokes were built to be standalone jokes. Like, they weren't relevant in the structure of the plot itself.
Yeah. There was a lot of just emptiness going on with this movie. I mean, just from its clumsy exposition of stuff, you know, and its explanation and just the scientific jargon that's going on. That even Scott made a joke about it in the movie. Pretty much like, you people put quantum in front of everything. Like, you know,
exactly.
Like it's that's them like referencing just how ridiculous it's kind of getting.
They tried to lampshade it and it didn't work.
Yeah. To me, it definitely fell flat. To me, it's definitely one of the lesser Marvel movies.
They were definitely trying to go for more humor, like they did in the first Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But I think one of the big problems is just the follow through of the humor. It didn't fit into the story. I was really excited about the Wasp. She was a really cool character, and her action scene at the beginning was great, but I feel like she was drastically underutilized through the rest of the film. I loved the villain, the idea of her, but I felt like she wasn't a villain, which maybe that was what the director was going for. Maybe they wanted her to be really sympathetic, but it's a comic book movie. You have to root for someone.
But, dude, like, everything, because you can have your sympathetic villain, you can have your humorous characters. We've seen this before. Marvel has done this before.
Better.
But the issue, exactly, better. The issue is this was all forced. This all felt like this movie just exists just to be a part of the franchise, just to go ahead and fill in those little gaps, just so we know where Ant-Man is when Infinity War is fucking happening.
Especially coming out right after Infinity War.
Yeah.
Which was, honestly, I think, one of the greatest installments in the franchise.
Yeah. Check out that review.
You can see the review up in the icon in the left corner.
But yeah, exactly. And that's pretty much the high that everybody's coming off of going into this movie. And yeah, you don't expect it to be Infinity War. No one's walking into the Ant-Man sequel expecting it to be Infinity War when it's not going to. I liked the direction they were going, because the whole issue with the last movie was what happened to Hope's mom, Janet. And I liked pretty much that this was pretty much the plot of that movie. Of course, there's shit going on around there, but I like that's how they pretty much wanted to go about this, because that's what everybody was thinking about, and exploring the quantum realm, because as we discussed in our Infinity War review, quantum realm was obviously going to have something to do with...
It's very probable that it could have something to do with the next movie.
Yeah, exactly.
The next Avengers film.
Exactly. So they definitely raised those questions and give us answers. It was just, as far as the movie goes, it was just, to me, so lazily done, so run-of-the-mill superhero crap. They barely explain anything, and it's pretty much just, all this stuff is happening, run with it. Because Paul Rudd's running with it, and he has abs and biceps, looking like it's the most diesel Paul Rudd you'll probably ever see in Hollywood. As far as opinions, if you're not crazy about a Marvel film,
not crazy about Ant-Man,
or not crazy about Ant-Man, this movie isn't really going to do you any favors.
Catch it on Redbox.
Yeah, catch it on Redbox.
So we'll get on into our spoiler review here. So if you haven't seen the movie, clock out now, put it on your watch later playlist. And come back.
Spoiler talk!
So I think, honestly, there's not a lot of stuff to spoil in this film.
There's a lot of nothing.
The ending, the post-credit scene was the only real spoiler thing that we can really go into.
But we definitely all saw that post-credit scene coming.
I mean, I felt like we knew that we were going to see something about it. I liked that that Scott was stuck in the quantum realm. We have no idea what's going to happen to him.
Yeah.
But there have been some set production photos that have been leaked from the next Avengers film, and it shows Scott talking to Captain America in his original Captain America Avengers outfit.
So it's like going back. Yeah, I did
during
see
the
that
Battle
photo.
of Manhattan.
Yeah.
So maybe they're gonna, because here's the thing about the quantum realm. There is a lot of stuff about time travel within the quantum realm because time and space is weird there.
Yeah.
So theoretically, maybe Scott will go back in time to the Battle of New York.
I think it's Hank Pym or Reed Richards that pretty much discovers time travel for the Marvel universe, comic book wise.
That sounds reasonable.
Since there's no Reed Richards, it might as well be Hank Pym.
I mean, yeah, if we ever get that.
So it might as well be Hank Pym or Scott Lang, because Hank Pym's currently dust right now.
Yeah. So going back a little bit, one thing that I thought, the ending of the film felt so Deus Ex Machina, it hurt. So we need to get that. First of all, they have to go into the quantum realm now, or they're going to lose their opportunity.
Right.
No explanation of that. He's got to get out, but he can't get out until...
No, there was an explanation for everything. It was just sci-fi mumbo jumbo.
That's fair. It was not explained in a way that my suspension of disbelief would accept it.
Yeah.
When they get out, Ghost, who is such a cool villain and has no cool stuff to do.
Oh my god.
Literally, also.
Oh my god.
I'll get to that in a minute. But the mom just
Janet
puts her hands on her head.
She's like a second ancient one now. Like, I was just like, oh shit, is she like a more science-based ancient one, or like Father from Full Metal Alchemist? She's just that.
But there's no explanation to it. Yeah.
There is no, other than staying in the quantum realm for 30 years changes you. I'm like, okay, that gives her magic powers.
Sure, awesome. Magic. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, it's super duper ultra quantum science that our little pea brains can't wrap our heads around.
I would love to see like some kind of correlation between Ant-Man and Doctor Strange, because there was a scene in Doctor Strange where it looks like he went through the quantum realm during his journey.
Yeah. They're saying actually the Dormammu world kind of looked like very similar to what was going on with the quantum realm. So they could definitely be coincided, because he travels dimensions too. So why can't he just casually travel to what they think is the quantum realm?
Right, exactly.
It's that melding of science and magic that it's actually a pretty dope idea. And, kind of Marvel for the longest time, at least up until Doctor Strange, kind of kept magic on the back burner, like with the Thor movies.
Right.
Yeah, this is magic, but we kind of just have powers from these really complex but ancient machines.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then Doctor Strange came and just like, no, bitch, magic. There's books. We have little circles.
Theoretically, it is introduced in a way that kind of makes scientific sense.
Yeah.
Because there are rules to it, and I think that's one of the biggest problems with the quantum realm in this movie is that they say, well, the quantum realm has rules, just you don't know what they are, so accept them.
Yeah.
If the biggest the best way to create a magic system, which essentially the quantum powers are in this, is to create very distinct rules and limitations, because the powers of any magic system are only as useful as their limitations, or only as accepted as their limitations.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel that. I mean, just in any sort of pseudo-science thing you have going on, you have to clearly explain the parameters of it just so we can imagine it. Because if there's no limit to it, then it's just straight up magic, and there's no need to...
Then why can't you just beat Thanos by snapping your fingers?
Exactly.
There's no threat of anything anymore.
Exactly. Just, oh man, from the whole, just lazy, clumsy exposition of why shit is happening or what is happening, when you could easily they teach you this in any freshman grade film class. Show, don't tell. All right, all you have to do is show 5 seconds worth of shit, and we can find out, oh, Scott's on house arrest because of what he did in Germany. and fucking more bullshit happens because of that. All right, that's cool. We didn't need like a whole clumsy ass paragraph in the middle of a situation, and that kind of filmmaking just irks me.
Which brings me to my next point, Ghost. I was so excited about the character of Ghost.
I was too.
With her, with her cool abilities to go through walls,
it's
like
cool.
Shadowcat,
invisible, go through walls, assassin lady.
And
yes.
Apparently, she worked for Shield for a long time.
Yeah, fuck yes.
And no one knew about it. Nick
Shield
Fury
experiment,
didn't know about it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, I'm all for it. But
Maria Hill didn't know about it. Agent Coulson didn't know about it. No, she's just. Apparently one of the most powerful super spies they ever had, and no one talks about it. And it was so clumsily thrown in that it was like, here's the backstory, just deal with it.
And it's just,
See, I thought we were gonna...
oh, Jesus.
I thought we were going to get the backstory in context of the film. Like, we were going to see it happen. Like, maybe, Pym did something... like trying to get into the quantum realm, then mess with her genes then.
Yeah.
And I mean the reveal of
dude, that was so fucking retarded. She's like some dude we never even met.
Except in the movie 5 minutes earlier.
Except yeah, exactly. But like that's his daughter. Okay.
But it wasn't. That was the thing. They poorly assuaged that it was not his daughter.
Yeah,
it was his friend's daughter.
It was his friend's daughter. She's some guy's daughter who we never met, but all of a sudden she's like Lawrence Fishburne's like adopted daughter who like has like trust me, I fuck with the whole experiment went wrong and she got cured and now she has vengeance. Okay, that's a run of the mill fucking experiment mutant soldier backstory. I'm cool with that, but the plot around it to me was just so shitty.
Yeah.
And then her character at the end of the day was just some little girl.
Yeah, who really wasn't really a threat.
Yeah.
She just wanted to not die.
Yeah.
And like she wasn't even trying really hard at that.
You guys could really just sit down and have a conversation like, hey, let's put our egos... Because literally the whole reason like they're still antagonized against each other the second half is because of Lawrence Fishburne's character and Hank.
Because of lazy writing.
Because of lazy writing. Either lazy writing or shitty characters.
Yeah.
Because they completely let their egos just get the better of them.
Yeah.
When they could have just talked and...
And then Giant Man was so underused. He had one scene that wasn't even fun.
He had one scene that was
a boat. I'm gonna take the thing, and we're done.
One scene that was already in the trailer. We already knew that scene was gonna be there.
And it wasn't funny. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't really exciting. We knew it was gonna happen. Was that supposed to be tension? Because it wasn't.
Because it definitely wasn't. Like, I felt no fear for his life at all. I knew he was going to... And you know what? That I did appreciate the shortness of that scene. Like, they didn't even bother, like, swimming him out. No, it was like, boop, 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 press the buttons, cut. And now he's here, perfectly dry. Yep. Perfectly dry, not soaked at all.
Not to mention the complete lack of me worrying that he was going to go to jail because of the house arrest thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't worried.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like it was a problem.
That was just something to probably like keep the stakes up.
But it didn't feel like there was...
Because you don't take the fucking FBI guy seriously.
No, you don't. He did have the best joke in the film though. In my opinion.
Which one?
When the guy walks in and he's like, sir, and he like drops all the cards because he's learning
magic. I did look,
that was the best.
See, that little gag, like, I have to learn fucking magic just to keep myself like, see, that shit.
That is good comedic lead up. All through visual comedy.
All the new stuff that's introduced in here, I fucking love. I love Wasp as a character and her kicking ass and, just doing her... I can shrink and grow and shoot Black Widow bolts at the same time. Like, I fuck with all that. When Ghost and Wasp were fighting when they first... I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It looked really fucking dope.
And then it fell off because we didn't care about it
anymore. From there. Yeah, it probably fell off from there. I did, of course, enjoy the gimmick, the whole tiny thing. Now it's a big thing. Now it's a small thing. I felt that was kind of... That was used cleverly and not cleverly in this equally.
All right, so final thoughts.
Well, if you're watching this whole thing, then you know my final thoughts on it. It's definitely a pass, but if you're like a Marvel fan person, go ahead and see it just for the
see it on DVD, though. I would say don't see it in theaters.
I think so, too. I think they need just a better writing team, or just more time to write. This movie, Marvel Studios has been shelling out a lot of movies. So I'm guessing there's going to be not room, but homogenization is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just going to happen. That's what happens when you consolidate all the creativity into one place. It's just staleness is going to happen. So they need to, at least with me, keep their creative team fresh.
Yeah, I agree. Tell us what you think about the movie. Were we wrong? Were we completely wrong? Tell us why.
Yeah,
Let
I could
us know in
be
the comments
full
below.
of shit. I could be full of shit.
Well, I mean, you are, but not
Yeah.
about this per se.
Yeah, no, that's from food.
Well, if you enjoy, make sure you hit that like button.
Like and subscribe.
And subscribe for more content. We'll see you here on the next episode of
Co-op Reviews. Peace out.